Today we will have reports from the presidential debate that happened this previous Wednesday, featuring Eric Hammer and Brock Wilson. We will also hear about the Rihanna concert last Friday at the First Niagara Center and a great place to go downtown. And as always, we will update you on sports and upcoming events. This is Channel 19 News. Welcome, and thank you for tuning in to Channel 19 News, the #1 source for news and sports happening around the Canisius College campus. I'm Brandon Sateski. Here are your top news stories from this week. Student Senate passed a sweatshop bill by a 9-7 vote after a heated debate at Tuesday night's Senate meeting. Now, clubs funded by student tax money can only purchase clothing apparel that are certified fair trade or sweatshop-free companies. The committee provided a list of acceptable vendors, including American Apparel, as well as some currently used brands that will not be permitted, such as Nike, Adidas, and Gildan. Last week started another major chapter in the Catholic Church. Pope Francis I was elected by the Catholic Conclave on March 13th around 7 p.m. Vatican time. These elections took place after Pope Benedict XVI announced he was stepping down at the end of February. Pope Francis is the first pope from a non-European country. He is from Argentina. Pope Francis is a Jesuit priest, the same as the order we have here at Canisius. In part with the Contemporary Writers Series, the English and Creative Writing departments hosted author Ron Hansen. Hansen is a novelist who wrote both Desperados and The Assassination of Jesse James. Hansen read 2 short stories from his collection of stories entitled She Loves Me Not, and the night ended with a brief question and answer session. USA 2013 Executive Board candidates have begun the campaign for the 2013 student election. Here's a list of candidates that are running. It's shaping up to be a competitive election with several close races. The election is currently being held on Collegiate Link and will close on March 21st at 5 p.m. GriffinTV reporter Brett Deneve has more.
I'm here with GriffinTV with President Mr. Wilkinson. Right after the debate, Mr. President, how do you think the debate went overall?
Now, the debate started at 7 o'clock, but we had the other candidates for VP of Business and Finance and VP of Programming come in at 6:45 to begin their opening statements. And I felt like that was a good way to kind of open things up, make sure people are familiar with the other candidates, and to kind of give them some face time. When it came time for us to go and debate, 7 o'clock approached, and we were prepared. And we were asked some difficult questions, but I feel like both of us, Speaker Hammer and I, we both went with our best answers, and similar, if that, but we definitely both bring strengths to the table, and I'm ready for this great campaign because us running against each other it's going to be pretty tight.
Now, as far as the questions that were asked go, is there anyone that you felt you hit the strongest? Which one did you say you really took home, if you can recall?
All right. Well, it was an hour and a half, the entire debate, so I don't really remember like the exact strength, and I don't want to pinpoint it all because I was strong the entire time, right? That was a joke. But I do think I hit it home with the Metro passes, with the marketing campaign, and the council of presidents. Those are the 3 main issues that came up this year, and I feel as though I answered them appropriately and will take action next week, next month, next year, hopefully. But as far as the weakest, I wish I could have elaborated more on Zach Walls and my voice with the administration concerning that.
And as far as action goes, to wrap this up, where does it go from here? As far as for you, for Speaker Hammer, and for the students, what do we expect from you guys?
You can expect me to produce tangible results. I'm going to continue to work with my e-board. I'm going to continue to work harder and closer with the committee and chair reps, and I'm going to make sure that every student is heard. And Canisius is great. There's nothing wrong with this campus as it stands. But what I promise to do is continue to improve, maintain the status quo, and bring forward the best events, the best equality with the student tax, and make sure the administration is heard to the students, and the students are heard by the administration.
I'm here with GrifTV with Christina Wassinger right after the presidential debate. Both the candidates have ads and posters all around campus, maybe elsewhere. Have you seen them from a student perspective? Are they visible or?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of Eric Hammer's posters around campus and a couple banners off campus, and I've seen Brock Wilkinson's little handouts in the library, so I know he's been walking around talking to people.
Mm-hmm. I'm here with GrifTV with Speaker Hammer right after the debate. As far as your overall feelings about it, how do you think it went? I mean, 6:45 all the way till.
You know, it was great. I couldn't have asked for a better night. I couldn't have asked for a better turnout. There's a lot of people here tonight, which is great. It's great and it's a great showing, and people, clearly care about these issues. So I feel like it was a great night. I feel like I delivered the message that I wanted to. I feel like people were receptive to that message, and I feel like it's one that resonates with students. So I'm very positive about tonight.
As far as the questions that were asked, both through the panel and through the audience, was there any specific points that you feel you really drove home?
I feel like my biggest thrust of the campaign is representation and actually delivering the student voice to people that might not receive it currently. That being the administration first and foremost. I feel like that was the thrust of a lot of it. Also, dealing with goal setting. That was another big thing I tried to hammer home on, is setting goals early and following through on them. So I feel like those are the two largest components of what I was trying to,
And as far as the future goes, for yourself and for students, what should we be expecting from you in the future?
Well, are you talking about in terms of me next year, and if I win or if I lose, or?
Say you win.
Say I win, I would say in the meeting where we first turn over, I will set goals, and you can guess where that goes from there. Mm-hmm. I want to set goals and I want to follow through on them, and I feel like that's what you're going to see from me, and that's what I'm going to do.
GrifTV, President Brock Wilkinson. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Brett. We will check in with sports right after a commercial break. Stay tuned.
There was one day that we had just done the cardiovascular unit, in class that day. And then right after class, I went over to the Vascular Institute, volunteered, put the scrubs on. And one of the doctors asked me if I wanted to see an open heart surgery. And so I said, yeah, really? Sure.
I came into Canisius as obviously as a freshman, not really sure what I wanted to do. I ended up taking a digital media arts class, and that really just kind of jump-started my career.
And I think being where we are in the city and in the world with the medical campus that we have here is really an opportunity that I wouldn't have anywhere else.
It's more than just academics. Meet different people. Go out and do things. There's so much more to college. It's an experience.
I instantly fell in love with doing video work, graphic design. I started pursuing more and more opportunities in the school, whether it was doing admissions videos on the sides. I did a couple videos for alumni relations, the president of the college, and then I actually got noticed last year, and they sent me over to the Philippines to create a feature-length documentary.
I lived with the host family while I took classes in Spanish with Spanish professors at the University of Oviedo, and I was a Spaniard for a semester, and it was the best decision I made as a college student.
Hi, this is Mallory Hagan, Miss America 2013. I'm here to talk about a difficult subject, child sexual abuse. It's a crime that can impact anyone. I know because members of my own family were victims. It needs to stop now, and the only way it ends is to talk about it. I'm proud to partner with Brooklyn District Attorney Charles J. Hines to raise awareness for this issue. District Attorney Hines was the first in the nation to create a Crimes Against Children Bureau. Their staff of attorneys and counselors are dedicated to prosecuting those who prey on the most innocent victims. Please don't stay silent. If you know a child who is in immediate danger, please call 911. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, please call the State Central Register at 1-800-342-3720. Join me and District Attorney Hines' fight to end child sexual abuse.
Welcome back, and thanks for tuning in. Let's take a trip over to Studio B to find out what is going on in the world of Griff sports from our very own Mary Kessler and Brandon Rudd. Over to you guys.
Thanks, Brandon. So let's start off with the Canisius hockey. The Golden Griffins are taking the Atlantic Hockey Tournament by storm. They swept Bentley on Friday, March 8th, and Saturday the 9th at Buff State with a 4-0 shutout followed by another 2-1 victory. They then swept Air Force this past Friday and Saturday at the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado with a score of 4-3 on both nights. Saturday night's game was earned in overtime. Griff's junior goaltender Tony Capobianco blocked all 35 shots on goal in the shutout against Bentley on March 8th, making this victory his fourth shutout this year. I got to talk with Capobianco this afternoon, and that will air Thursday night at 6 on #GriffSports. Sophomore Cody Friedman scored the 2 goals in the 2-1 win against Bentley on Saturday the 9th to complete the sweep and advance in the tournament. The 4-3 victory over Air Force last Friday was highlighted by junior Kyle Gibbons' game-winning goal on a power play with 9.1 seconds left in regulation. In the 4-3 overtime victory the following day on Saturday, junior defender Duncan McKellar scored the game-winning goal 68 seconds into overtime. They faced Niagara in semifinals on Friday, March 22nd at 4 p.m., and then in the Atlantic Hockey Championship on Saturday the 23rd. The time will be announced. Both games will take place in Rochester, New York.
And of course, we like to wish our Golden Griffins the best of luck to continue on their strong surge. Now, continue on to basketball. The Griffs men played in the 2013 MAC Basketball Championship on Saturday, March 9th versus Iona in Springfield, Massachusetts. They fell to Iona, unfortunately, by a score of 85-89. Junior Billy Barron had a team high of 24 points. Fellow junior Chris Manhurst had a double-double with 13 points and 11 rebounds. Senior Harold Washington had 17 points and 5 assists, while junior Jordan Heath chipped in with 13 points, and Ashwan Himes had 11 points. The Griffs go on to play Elon in the 2013 Collegiate Insider postseason tournament at the CAC on Wednesday, March 20th at 7 p.m. Mary?
Well, be sure to come out and show your support. The women's team had a 79-55 victory over St. Peter's on Thursday, March 7th in Springfield, Massachusetts. Senior Ashley Durham led the Griffs with 15 points, followed by junior Jen Lennox with 10 points. Ashley Wilkes had 8 points and 8 rebounds, and Kayla Ho'ohuli had 8 points and 7 rebounds. Sophomore Brooke Angelos chipped in with 7 assists. This win advanced the Griffs to the quarterfinals versus Iona on Friday morning, March 8th. Unfortunately, the Griffs fell to Iona with a score of 58-76. This ends this year's season for the Golden Griffins women's basketball team.
Yeah, and we would like to congratulate everyone on the team for having such great, hard-working season. The women's lacrosse team has been playing well over the past few games. The Griffs took a 16-5 victory on Wednesday, March 6th over Robert Morris in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Senior Morgan Leonard and junior Maria Codas highlighted the win with 6 points on 3 goals and 3 assists. They were, however, defeated by 15th-ranked Ohio State on Sunday, March 10th by a score of 5-16. The Griffs played their next 2 games at home at Dembski Field against LIU Brooklyn on Thursday the 14th and Duquesne on Sunday the 17th. They took the victory against LIU Brooklyn by a score of 21-6, and then another victory in overtime against Duquesne by a score of 11-9. Freshman Caroline Ogden and sophomore Tori Quinn led the team in the victory over LIU Brooklyn with 6 points each. Tori Quinn will lead the team again, contributing 6 goals in the winning effort against Duquesne on Sunday. The Griffs are currently playing on Monmouth at Dembski Field this afternoon, and it was not finished in time for this broadcast. They will take on St. Bonaventure Monday, March 25th at 4 p.m., and then Iona on Saturday the 30th at 2 p.m., which are both home games. Mary?
On the men's side of lacrosse, the Griffs have not had as much luck. They had a close 11-12 loss against Albany at home Saturday, March 9th. They fell again to Hobart 8-12 on Tuesday, March 12th in Geneva, New York. They did pick up a win versus VMI in Lexington, Virginia with a score of 10-7. Freshman Vince Gravino had 7 points, 4 goals, and 3 assists. Alex Giovanetio anchored the defense with 7 saves in the net. Senior Joe Rodenstrantz had his first collegiate hat trick. Sophomore Austin Romantic scored 2 goals, and sophomore Brandon Bull chipped in with 1 goal. They face Marist on Saturday, March 23rd at Dembski Field at 7 p.m.
Now, moving on to the Diamond, the Griffs baseball team won 3 out of 4 matches against Longwood in Farmville, Virginia, March 8th to the 10th. They then swept Ohio in Athens, Ohio, winning 4 games out of 4 on the 15th to the 17th. They play at home for their next 4 games, 3 of them versus St. Peter's on March 23rd and 24th, and the other against Buffalo on Tuesday, March 26th. The softball team played in the Lady Private Invitational in Hampton, Virginia on March 8th and 9th, winning only 1 out of 4 matches against Maryland Eastern Shore. They fell to Delaware, Central Connecticut State, and Hampton. The Griffs had a greater luck in George Mason Cherry Blossom Classic, winning 3 out of 5 matches. They won the match, but then lost one against Pittsburgh and won twice against George Mason. They also fell to Ohio State. The softball team had a doubleheader against Ohio in Athens, Ohio, Saturday, March 23rd at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m.
Well, that's all we have for you this week. Be sure to tune in to #GriffSports tomorrow night at 6 p.m. for more in-depth coverage on all your favorite Golden Griffin sports. Back to you, Brandon.
Thanks, Brandon and Mary. Looking for somewhere new to hang out? GriffinTV reporter Monica Krappel has the details.
Where's a great place for Canisius College students to explore? Rotary Rink, downtown Buffalo. Ice skating, hot chocolate, Fountain Plaza, that's your stop. The easiest way to go is, of course, by train from either Delavan Canisius College or the Humboldt train stations. People of all ages come to skate at Rotary Rink. Young and old, sisters, brothers, parents. Bring your friends. Music emanates from the background. These people look like they're having a pretty good time. You don't have to be fancy footwork like this guy. Train is located right in front of the rink. Train pulls up. Drops everybody off. And it's that easy. Don't feel like skating? Check out the food in the area. There's Vito's Gourmet Deli. Coffee culture for some hot coffee, hot chocolate, muffins. Dunkin' Donuts. There's the Bijou Grill. A little bit more upscale. People watching. Buffalo Shays Theater. Fridays. And let's not forget Chippewa, known for its many bars and party atmosphere. There's food. And more food. And drinks, like these guys that just parked the car in the nearby parking lot. They're going to, hey, do what the sign says, indulge. With responsibility, of course. There is Soho. 67 West. Bottoms up. There's Lux Bayou, the tap house, 30 brews on tap. So whether you're coming to skate or just have a good time with friends, people watch, or make new friends like I did.
Standing on Chippewa between Pearl and Franklin Street, right in the heart of the entertainment district. This is Monica Kreppel for GriffinTV.
Thanks, Monica. We will hear about the Rihanna concert that came into town next, but first, another quick commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Rihanna hasn't been on tour in over a year, but she started what she is calling her Diamond Tour last week. Her first stop was here in Buffalo. Last Friday, she held a sold-out show in the First Niagara Center. GriffinTV reporter Michael Mangano has the details.
Come and put your name on it, put your name on it. Come and put your name on it, your name, but you wanna put your name on it, put your name on it. Come and put your name on it.
Concert was opened by A$AP Rocky. The crowd anxiously awaited Rihanna, who started the concert 2 hours late.
Thanks, Mike. Let's take a look at what's going on around the Canisius College campus this weekend. Are you wondering who will be the next Mr. Canisius? Come find out on Saturday, March 23rd at 7 p.m. The Residence Hall Association has tickets on sale this week till Friday. Tickets can be purchased in the Student Center between 11 and 1 for the cost of $2, or they can be purchased at the door for $3. You don't want to miss out. The Best of Buffalo series, in conjunction with the Canisius College Office of Marketing and Communications, along with the Buffalo Sabres, is happy to present the Canisius College Student Surge. Any current full-time undergraduate student or full-time graduate student is eligible to purchase one ticket to most home games. Please see the flyer for the game details, on-sale dates, and purchase ticket buy dates. All tickets are $25 and are located in the 300 level in the First Niagara Center. Transportation is not included. The Gods and Goddesses Dance is a dance hosted by Classics Club and The Wire. Dressing up in an ancient Greek or Roman attire is highly encouraged, and there will be prizes for the winners. There will also be vase painting and light snacks. It will be held on March 22nd at 10 p.m. Come to the semester's first Griffins After Dark. Win tickets and trade them in for prizes. As long as you are playing some sort of game, you will get a ticket. The more you earn, the better chances you have to win. Two big prizes this year are going to be a TV and a Wii U. It will be in Palisano Pavilion on Saturday, March 23rd at 7 p.m. The Public Relations Society of America presents its second annual evening with communication professionals, giving students the opportunity to network with industry professionals. It includes panel discussions and speed networking. Professional attire is highly recommended. It will be Thursday, March 21st at 6 p.m. in the Montante Cultural Center. That's all we have for you today. Make sure you check us out at 11 a.m., 5 p.m., and 10 p.m. on Channel 19. We are a new episode every Wednesday. Also, check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for tuning in.